Thank you. It is our distinct pleasure to present this year's Harry Chapin Memorial Humanitarian Award to a legendary producer, writer, entrepreneur, business leader, and a great philanthropist, Norman Lear. And we are so very fortunate and honored to have Harry's widow, Sandy Chapin, here with us tonight. Sandy, would you please join me on stage to help with tonight's presentation? Sandy Chapin. There you go.
This award has only been given out by NARM a handful of times since it was created nearly 30 years ago to honor Harry's incredible commitment to a variety of social and environmental causes. The work the Lear Family Foundation does to support so many charities and causes, including Autism Speaks, Doctors Without Borders, the Elizabeth Glaser Pediatric AIDS Foundation, Habitat for Humanity, and most recently, Playing for Change, truly exemplifies the commitment to philanthropy Harry practiced, valued, and admired so much.
Norman has sent along a retrospective of his work, so let's take a moment to share it with you.
My name is Norman Lear.
I've always considered myself a modest and unassuming man.
Norman Milton Lear was born July 27, 1922 in New Haven, Connecticut. After attending high school in Hartford, Norman enrolled in Boston's Emerson College before joining the United States Army Air Forces during World War II. During his service years, he would fly 52 missions over Germany. Norman began his television writing career in 1950 when he and his partner Ed Simmons wrote for the Ford Star Review, the Martin Lewis Colgate Comedy Hour, for Martha Ray, George Goebel, and Tennessee Ernie Ford.
We're off the air. What do you mean we're off the air? How are we off the air? How does a thing like this happen?
In 1970, CBS signed with Tandem to produce All in the Family.
In my day, nobody went around calling themselves Chicanos, Mexican-Americans, Afro-Americans. We was all Americans. After that, if a guy was a jig or a spick, it was his own business.
All in the Family, the show which emerged as a cultural milestone, ran for 9 years and earned 4 Emmy Awards as well as the Peabody Award. All in the Family was followed by a succession of other television hits.
Do we live that bad?
Well, let's face it, Florida, we don't live that good. I mean, we are poor. And if you was to make a list of all the things that people want to be, poor would be right down at the bottom of the list. Just about sick and dead.
I just came over to help you stay awake, you old fish-eyed fool.
Well, that certainly was sweet of you, Esther, just to deliver such a lovely message.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it reminded me of something from Western Union, an ugly gram.
And also you have that wonderful producer, Mr. Tatter Schwartz. And, you know, I was talking to the makeup man, and he says to me, I was, you know, surprised. He said, they's all Jewish. I just couldn't believe that his was the people that what killed our Lord, you know.
You son of a bitch.
Not limited to television, his motion picture credits include classic American films including Fried Green Tomatoes, Stand By Me, and The Princess Bride. Norman Lear has received numerous honors for his body of work. In 1999, President Clinton bestowed the National Medal of Arts on Norman, noting that Norman Lear has held up a mirror to American society and changed the way we look at it. He was among the first 7 television pioneers inducted into the Television Academy Hall of Fame, and has received awards from other prestigious organizations, including the International Platform Association and the Writers Guild of America. Beyond the world of entertainment, Norman has brought his populist vision to politics, academia, and business by founding several nonprofit organizations, one of which, People for the American Way, has become one of the nation's leading defenders of constitutional rights and liberties. Norman has also founded the Business Enterprise Trust in 1989, an educational program that casts a spotlight on exemplary social innovations in American business, and along with his wife Lynn, co-founded the Environmental Media Association in 1989 to mobilize the entertainment industry to become more environmentally responsible. He founded the Norman Lear Center in 2000 at the USC Annenberg School, which is a multidisciplinary research and public policy center dedicated to exploring the convergence of entertainment, commerce, and society. Ever the Patriot, in 2000, Norman and Lynn bought one of the few original surviving versions of the Declaration of Independence, which toured the country in conjunction with a theatrical event and civic education program. That effort inspired the founding of Declare Yourself, a nonprofit, nonpartisan voter registration project that has registered young voters since its creation.
Voting is the most important part of being an American, because in America we have what's called a democracy.
Nice.
Norman is currently the chairman of Act 3 Communications, a multimedia holding company with interests in the recording, motion picture, broadcasting, publishing, and licensing industries, including Concord Music Group and Village Roadshow Pictures Group.
Until there are no longer first class, second class citizens of any nation. Until the color of man's skin is of no more significance than the color of his eyes. Everywhere is war. War. We don't need no more war.
He has had one of the most powerful and influential careers in the history of television and film, while pursuing multiple leadership roles as a social activist, political activist, and philanthropist. To Norman Lear, he has truly moved American society forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's such a privilege for Sandy and I to welcome the recipient of NARM's 2009 Harry Chapin Memorial Humanitarian Award, the one and only Norman Lear.